people always catch the replay. I find that out. Like if they can't watch it right away,
Yeah.
they also catch the replay for sure. So just waiting for it to go live because there is a little bit of a lag between one or the other.
Oh,
So
yeah. I think I saw it said broadcast live.
yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ray. Second half of, or one half of the Nashville Flippers. Dustin is actually on the sunny beaches of Destin, Florida for vacation. And guys, I'm really excited about this one. We have Jess with Gorjes Boutique joining us today for This Week in Reselling. Jess, how are you doing this evening? How was your week? How was your week in reselling, my friend?
Oh man. Hi. My week was pretty decent. It wasn't the best week ever. It wasn't the worst week ever. But yeah, it was pretty decent with sales here and there on both eBay and Poshmark. So I'm sure we'll get into that later.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So, Jess, I'm really excited to have you on here just because I feel like we've become a little bit of friends just through TikTok and some other social media platforms. I find that your sense of humor is very much like mine, so I think that's where we connect on the same level. But I wanted to get into you just being a reseller. Recently I just found this out, but Jess is actually a part-time reseller. She actually does have a full-time, just like myself. So there is a little bit of a struggle just trying to find life in general, trying to, get everything going on, right, Jess?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So we'll get into that here in a little bit. But Jess, just for the people that may not know you, and I don't know who is living under a rock and doesn't know Jess, but if you can give a little bit of an introduction on yourself and just your origin story, how you became this mom, wife, reselling superhero that you are, that would be fantastic.
I don't know about superhero, but
Oh, for
I'll
sure. I
take
think
it.
all moms are superheroes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm Jess. I've actually been reselling for 15 years, or well, over 15 years. Like Ray said, and I started on eBay. And that was, I mean, Poshmark wasn't around then, so I sold a little bit here and there. I did a lot of retail arbitrage first. And then later on in like, I think 2018 is when I started Poshmark. I started all of this because I kind of grew up in like the reselling world. My mom, she does reselling as well. She's done it a lot longer than I have. And then going back even further, my grandmother worked estate sales. So I technically isn't reselling, but she knew like a lot about hard goods and everything like that. So it kind of got me interested in stuff like that as well. And I'm also work for a reinsurance company. I'm not going to get into that because it's kind of boring. But I do, yes, I have a 9-to-5 job, or technically a real job for people on TikTok.
Right.
Yeah. And yes, I am a wife. I have a daughter. She is 6 years old. I love her to death. She kind of doesn't appear in my videos because, I get some hate sometimes, and I don't want her to be the subject of hate. And I guess that's basically it. I do mostly clothing. So I'm a clothing reseller. I don't do Pokemon cards. So that's where.
Not yet. We'll educate her for sure.
Yeah. But that's basically me in a nutshell. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. I'm sure it's linked somewhere. So go check me out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, guys, like Jess said, all her socials are linked in the bottom. So make sure if you haven't subscribed or follow her on all her socials, make sure to do that because you will not regret it. I think you bring an extraordinary amount of value with all your reselling content, just because just clothing items that I didn't even know existed, that I always look out for, especially women's clothing. and I think it's awesome. So we have some people joining us in the chat. Of course, we have Swamp Picker Glenn. He's one of our OGs. He always likes to join us on here. So good to see you, good to see you, Glenn. And we have Boozer M, this is actually the freaking reseller on TikTok. He's one of the good friends on here. He says she's third generation reseller. That's what I like to see. The lineage is strong. So maybe your daughter can be the next, the heir to the throne for sure.
Yeah,
So,
she's already done like flat lays of her own clothes.
oh,
I think that she's getting there.
There you go. Nice. Hey, she's already had that lemonade stand, so she's working her business.
Side hustle.
Yeah, exactly. So we have Drew, the Profit Monster, joining us. Good to see you, Drew. So Jess, this is one of my favorite segments on the show. It's called Overrated, Underrated, where I give you 10 different subjects and you tell me if they're overrated or underrated in your opinion, and just give me a little bit of a little explanation why. So, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So, first one on the list is Goodwill. Overrated or underrated?
Oh, I would say, underrated. I find a lot of really good stuff at Goodwill, and compared to other thrift stores, I definitely find that one to be the best in my area. They do sales that are like on Friday and Saturday that are 75% off in my area on a certain color tag. A lot of people don't know about it in my area, but I know about it. So I am always there Fridays at lunch hour or after work. And I always find something good.
Oh, that's good. That's good tips too. Cause if you don't, one of my big pet peeves or whatever is not asking questions. And if you don't ask questions, you never know the answers to them.
Yeah.
So next time you're at a thrift store or anywhere, ask when all the sales are, and maybe you'll find that 60 or 70% off. Right? On Fridays and Saturdays. So overrated, underrated, Jess. Scary movies.
Oh, I haven't seen a scary movie in forever. Probably because I hate them. I'm gonna say overrated, just because I don't like them. They give me like weird feelings. I don't know how to explain it. I
agree. I'm the same way. I haven't seen a scary movie in a long time. The last kind of scary movie that I've watched was The Quiet Place, which I really don't consider that a scary movie. That's kind of more of like a suspense. It reminds me a lot of the movie Signs. Do you remember that?
Long time
ago?
That movie freaked me out. So, oh my gosh. I don't know why. I don't even believe in aliens, but
it's a freaky movie. Yeah, exactly.
That one got to me.
So if you like the movie, make sure you check out Quiet Place, because it's a good one. So, all right. So next one on the list is estate sales. Overrated, underrated?
Okay, I'm going to answer this in 2 different time periods.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
So back in, I guess the early 90s, I would say they were underrated because I used to help my grandma when she had them. And then there was a lot of stuff there that was worth a lot of money that nobody knew about. But I would say right now, just because I don't go, I would say overrated because the ones I've been to are like, I haven't found anything ever.
Okay. I gotcha. I know. I think I'm the same way. Maybe I just don't know enough about them.
Yeah. I might not know enough about them now.
About like, what to find and stuff. And that's another, I know I had a Bill with Collectible Bills join me on a TikTok live one day, and he's big into like glassware and like vintage 70s, like, just like overall, all that stuff, right? Like Pyrex and different stuff like that, which I know nothing about, which is incredible information. So if you guys want to listen to that, you can listen to it on our podcast at This Week in Reselling. So Jess has her headset on. She's ready to play Fortnite. She's ready to go down. Okay. I can't hear you anymore, Jess. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Now she's muted. Now she's muted. She says, I'm muted now. There we go. Okay. Could
I
you
hear
not
a
hear?
little bit of an echo. That's why I put the headset on.
Oh, okay.
Is
Okay.
it echoing on your side?
No, it's not. But
Okay,
it
well
could
maybe
be.
it's just me.
It could be me or the way that it's picking up. Let me know, guys. People in the comments, if you hear any kind of echo, let us know if it's just I don't know, maybe something's going on. But okay. So we'll get to the next one. Overrated, underrated. Chick-fil-A.
I never go to Chick-fil-A. So I would say overrated because I hear a lot of people talk about it like it's the greatest thing ever. I don't I don't go.
You don't go. What's your like guilty pleasure fast food like?
I go to Wendy's a lot. I love their Frosty Chino. Have you had one?
Frosty Chino? I love Wendy's, but I have not had a Frosty Chino.
Do you like cappuccinos?
I do like cappuccinos.
Well, do you like iced coffee?
I do very much. I like all kind of coffee.
If you like Frosties and all kind of coffee, then you need to go to Wendy's.
Ooh, I do. I love Wendy's. Our Wendy's here is always so busy, and it's when you get it, the food is so good because it's so busy all the time that it always comes out like super fresh. You know, I think sidebar. I think Wendy's is like big time underrated. If y'all haven't had a Wendy's in a while, you need to do it. You need to go.
And do you have the app?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, if you have the app, you get like
the
free
benefits.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they give you reward points every time you go, and then you get more free stuff.
I know.
1 week I got Frosty Chinos for free, like the whole week.
Ooh, that reminds me. The Predators, of course, the Nashville Predators are currently in the playoffs, and when they win, you get a free Frosty. So I might see if I can, it's like instead of the Frosty, can I get like a Frosty Chino, kind of thing. So, all right. So next one, Goodwill Blue Box.
Underrated.
Underrated. Tell me a little bit about because I've never purchased a Goodwill Blue Box.
Okay. I did the Y2K box. I know nothing about Y2K stuff. Like it was more vintage stuff, like maybe like 90s. So I guess it was kind of leading into Y2K. I did pretty well with that box and I knew nothing about it. I also get the shoes.
Okay.
They're mostly sneakers. And I don't know much about sneakers either. So I'm learning. This is how I learn is I buy mystery boxes and then I don't know what's in them. Like I'm not a sneaker person at all, but I learned so much. And like I look up YouTube videos on how to clean shoes and I do that and everything. So, I mean, YouTube is a great resource. I mean, just YouTube, anything you need to do. Like I had to fix a washer. Not even reselling related.
Ooh,
just fix the washer. Well, I didn't have to. I made my husband do it. But still, okay. Knowledge is out there.
Yes, YouTube is fantastic. Anytime I have to do anything with a car, because your boy is like not handy at all. That's one of the things my wife is like, "Oh, sweetheart, you're so not handy." So it's like whenever I have to like change a light bulb in the car or something like that, my wife's like, "Should we just take it to the mechanic?" I'm like, "I got this. I can at least do this. I can do this for sure." So, so next, overrated, underrated. This is a good one. Vegetables.
I'm gonna say underrated because we have to have them with every meal, and it's hard to get my daughter to eat them, so she would say overrated. But I love vegetables like broccoli.
I do too.
Broccoli, like even raw or even cooked. I love broccoli.
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm on a kind of a Brussels sprout kick.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're into Brussels sprouts, but if you like like cut them in half and put them in the oven and kind of like char them up a little bit, put some olive oil and then maybe some like balsamic vinaigrette on the top. Amazing. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'm really
like
into Brussels sprouts. My wife makes some good. I'm a kind of a thick boy. I'm kind of big, a very light 230 pounds. And I blame it on my wife because she's such a good cook.
Yeah.
So let's get a little bit in the chat because I see some activity here. We have some people joining us. Of course, we want to say hi to Matt with the Thrifter Sifter. We had an interview with him not too long ago. So if you guys want to go and check that out, that would be great. We have Nola Life. He says, got you guys on the big screen. Congrats on 100, Ray. So I'm not too sure what he's congratulating me on. Something must have happened. So thank you so much. And we have one of the friends of the show, the Grateful Queen, says, hi, friends, doing my shipping and stopping to say hello. Good to see you. Glad I can put some bacon with it. Oh, I forgot. Matt used to be a chef in his past life. So he's got a lot of like tips and tricks with cooking and stuff. So if you guys want to know how to make some good meals, hit up Matt for sure because he's worked in the restaurant industry for a long time. So
on TikTok, those do well too.
Ooh.
Those food things where people just cook in front of you? You haven't seen any?
No.
Oh my gosh.
You need to send me some.
They flood but I think it's because I like a lot of them.
Yeah. You need to send me some.
I see like 14 million likes or views and I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I should get into this.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be great. So next one, this is a good one because we talked about this a little bit. Is overrated, underrated Ross / Marshalls off-price stores.
I would have to go with. I'm gonna go with. Jeez. I say Ross because they have Marshalls. I feel like doesn't have as much as I don't know. In my area, Marshalls doesn't have a lot. Like they have a tiny shoe section and they have a tiny like clothing section, whereas my Rosses are like, well, I have like 500 Rosses.
Oh man,
and I have like maybe Rosses. 2 Marshalls in my area. Mm-hmm. I live in St. Louis too, if you guys didn't know. So it's pretty, there's a lot of stores around me, but I only have like 2 Marshalls and they're not that great. And then Ross, definitely. I can find something at every Ross I go to. Plus they have a one-time sale. I don't know if you know this. Every January they do a huge clearance sale where they mark stuff down. The red tag sale? No, it's not red tag. I mean, I don't think Ross has red tags, but they go all the way down to 49 cents. So I have a whole video on it of like clothing that I got, like Kate Spade. I don't know if you're gonna. Are you familiar with Kate Spade?
I do know what Kate Spade is. We'll get into that a little later, guys. Yeah,
she retails for like $498, and I got it for like $7.
Wow, that's amazing. What was it? Like shoes or something? Like bags?
No, they were dresses.
Dresses?
Yeah.
Someone's paying $400 and some for a dress?
I mean, if it's brand new, retail is $498. No, that was retail. That wasn't what I sold it for.
Yeah, no, for sure. But still,
but like I sold them for over $100.
Yeah, and that's a deal, Yeah.
So every January, Ross has this special, like 1, 2, 3 days where they mark everything down like 90%, maybe 95.
Okay. We're gonna need to write these names down, guys. We're gonna need to write. You need to give us a list of things to look for sure.
Okay.
So next, overrated, underrated, and this is a good one too. Going to see fireworks on the 4th of July.
Overrated. So we have in our area, I guess fireworks aren't illegal, or I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they say they're not illegal, right? On the 4th of July, I think everyone's just like, let's shoot off as many fireworks as we can.
So we have a big party on my block where we all shoot off fireworks, or we all like take turns. And it's just like, it's like 3 hours of straight fireworks, like here and there and there. So we like go into our driveways. We, grill out on our little barbecue things and share drinks and everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely just going out to my driveway instead of going to like a fireworks show. So yeah, that's why I would say it was overrated.
Definitely.
In my area. Come on over to St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay. I know Nashville is the same way. We used to have, I think, the second biggest fireworks show in the nation downtown. There was so many people, and it's ridiculous. And that was like pre-COVID. I don't know how it's going to be this 4th of July, but it's going to be, I don't know. But all the mask mandates are gone, so it's like, I don't know. It's wild out here, guys. I'll tell you that. But I'm still wearing it to Walmart. If I'm going on a plane, I'm wearing my mask. Not to get into that, but we'll get. We have Married Life joining us. He says, "Hey, I'm super late joining, but I can't wait to listen to the beginning tomorrow. Good to see you. Glad you can join us for sure. Another TikTok friend.
Yes. Alicia.
Yeah. So okay, overrated, underrated yard sales, Jess."
See, I'm gonna say overrated because I don't go to that many, and there's not that many in my area. And if they are there, it's really hard for me to find anything. I think people overprice at yard sales, honestly, in my area. I just I don't know. I went to go buy a couple like shirts, and they don't have price tags on. I hate when they don't have price tags on them, and I have to ask because I'm not outside. I'm not very social at all. So I'm totally different. And so I don't like asking prices because then I feel bad if it's too much and I have to put it back. But yeah, like I went and I picked up 2 shirts and I got brave and I asked. And the lady said they were like $6. And I was like, that's more than Goodwill. Like,
yeah, $6. Yeah, I'm thinking
it was like a Ralph Lauren shirt. I was like, it's not that great.
Yeah, exactly. They're thinking of the prices.
I'm used to $3. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, like Quimby was saying, yard sales are so hit and miss, but good ones that's true. I know that. How are your negotiation skills at yard sales, Jess?
Awful. I don't negotiate at all. I know you do. I know.
That's like my favorite thing. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Especially because.
Go ahead.
Especially because I usually bring Dustin. We all go together, so there's like 2 of us, so we're all pretty big dudes, and so it's like they might feel a little bit of intimidation, if they don't give us the right price.
Yeah, I was gonna say from the other perspective, I was holding a yard sale / garage sale the other day, and when somebody asked me, it was like a $20 item, and they were like, "Can I get this for 10?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, just take it. I don't."
So get out of here. Yeah,
I don't care.
That's funny.
It's worth $100, but that's cool.
Gotcha. I know Thrifter Sifter says definitely worth it. I go to 20 to 40 yard sales a week. That's amazing. I think it also has to do with the area too,
He finds really good stuff though.
He does find really good stuff. Quimby says, bring your kids to yard sales. Torvald, I forget. Yeah. Her little boy says, gets so much for free and gives us, ooh, nice.
Oh,
that's a little cheat code there. It's just bringing the kids. And if you don't have any kids, just pick one up, like at the middle school or at the elementary school at the park,
I got a short story about bringing my kid.
Yes. Do tell.
I have brought her to a community yard sale, and she was like, "I don't want to go," and I was like, "Oh, like you begged me to go." So I gave her my phone and let her play with my phone while I went to the yard sale. Next thing I know, I look up and she's in the middle of the street chasing a cat.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Oh my God, we're in a neighborhood I don't know anything about, and you're chasing a cat." So I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy. That would stress me out to the max.
I was freaking out so bad, sweating and everything, and I just had to dump everything and go.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. My kid's chasing a feral cat down the neighborhood.
Right.
I'll see you later.
So,
That's funny. Wow. We have the Cajun reseller. He says, hello, good to see you, Chris. And rent a kid for sure. That's what Alicia says. So the last question that we have for overrated, underrated, and this is a good one because I want your opinion on this one. Selling men's clothing, overrated, underrated.
I don't sell men's clothing. Like I have some, and I've done well with it, but I guess I'm gonna have to say I don't know. I might have to say underrated because the ones I've picked up, I've done well with. I need to pick up more, but I just don't have the room, and I don't have the knowledge that where I could actually go to a thrift store and spend like enough time in the men's section to figure out, what's good, what's not. And I have picked up some bad things, and I still have them.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there for sure. I know that a good people to follow on TikTok is Chris at Peak and then Jason Hayes. Those guys that's all they do is sell men's clothing, which with me, I can't get into it because I just feel bored selling clothing. That I don't know.
I hope this doesn't bore you then.
No, because I want to learn. I want to learn about. I don't know. Like I just want to. That's one of the reasons why I like to have people on is because I want to learn. I want to broaden my horizons and informations. So when I go somewhere, I know exactly what to look for. So okay, so that's the end of overrated, underrated. So we'll go to our very first question, which the last question kind of leads into this question, and that's women's clothing. Tell us a little bit about women's clothing. I feel like you're one of the experts on selling women's clothing. Give us some brands. I know that, like I was talking to you earlier, for a big burly man like myself, it feels a little weird going through all the women's clothing at a yard sale or at a thrift store, especially. So what are some items, what are some things that for someone like myself can go and look for that doesn't make me feel weird or just like, I don't know, like certain brands, and I'm like, okay, I know this is good. Or let's say, for example, like you were saying, Kate Spade. Is there some Kate Spade that are 100% home runs, and is there some of them that are just like duds? Like, what are certain things, like materials or things that we need to look for as men or people in general that we can be in and out? If we see it, it's good. If we not, we're out of here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Kate Spade, she's more of a higher end brand. So anything by her will equal money if you can find it cheap. My number one bolo is probably Johnny Was. And you can find it maybe by looking because they have a lot of embroidery, like on the sleeves, on the chest, and everything. And then their tags are a little bit different. But when you see tags that are different, then definitely look those up.
What do you mean by like what's different?
Like different, tag? Like Johnny Was tags are usually like huge, like big, bulky tags. Okay. Like, and then they flip kind of. I wish I had an example. I'd show you. So that's my number one like bolo brand. So
Johnny Was.
Johnny Was.
Like W.
Sometimes it's just JW.
Okay.
And then he has all different types of like logos on his tags.
Ooh.
So that's a good one to look for. And then I would just say like bread and butter brands would like I pick up normally that sell for like maybe 25 to 30 is like Torrid, J. Jill, if it's like linen, soft surroundings. I'm like looking around. Eliza J does really well.
Okay.
Tory Burch, she's a higher end brand, but I tend to find her a lot around in my area. But yeah, so those brands are really good to look out for. I would say anything that's linen will sell pretty much right now because people are looking for those lightweight linen material items. And then anything with like fun prints. I will pick up no matter what the brand is. Like I just bought a dress that has flamingos all over it.
Ooh.
I know, and people love that. Oh, and pineapples are like, I don't know what it is, like if it's me or everybody, but I can sell pineapples like this, no matter what the brand is.
I think I know why. And I don't know if you know this
Please
thing.
tell me.
I just found out. I just recently found this out, and I was telling my wife about this. Okay, so, and this is really weird. So, guys, bear with me here. So, pineapples. If you see like a pineapple and like outside of someone's house, like if it's decorative or like they put a pineapple out, or if you see somebody at the grocery store and they have a pineapple in their cart and like it's upside down, that means they're like swingers. And it's like an inside code thing, and it's like, and so like it's a weird thing. So I don't know if maybe that's the reason why. And then like I don't know, it's weird. Someone was telling me about it. I looked into it, and it's totally like a thing. So pineapples. So I wouldn't recommend anybody wearing pineapples unless you know it's kind of like an inside thing. And someone was telling me about it. So it's really weird and odd. But I digress. More. more of what you were saying, Jess. Sorry, I just had to bring that up. I thought it was super weird.
That is good to know, because I did not know that. I was not expecting that at all. I actually had a lady who bought a pineapple dress from me who said it was more for like maternity reasons.
What does that even mean? Okay.
I think it's like supposed to give you luck, like if you're trying to get
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, that's kind of opposite, maybe.
Well, really, I don't know.
Kind of.
Maybe she's wearing it to one of those parties. I don't know.
Maybe that was her cover.
Ooh, yeah, for sure. And then I know that a lot of old buildings have pineapples, like as a I don't know, like decoration, and that was like a sign of wealth, like back in the day.
Oh.
Because like I don't know, like English, like during I don't know. Revolutionary War and stuff like in England, if you had a pineapple, you meant you were like super wealthy, because at the time you can only get pineapples in like Hawaii, and so people would have these pineapple parties where they would come and like look at the pineapple and then eat it because it was so expensive. So it's a sign of like wealth too. So I don't know. So
whatever works.
The more you know, right?
I will keep selling pineapples.
Exactly.
Give me all the pineapples.
For sure. So linen, what other materials?
Alpaca wool is very good.
Alpaca wool. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but anything like alpaca wool doesn't last long for me, and especially in the winter.
And then those are those tags usually in the back, or are they like in this, like in the
you find them on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, like near the hem.
Okay.
So yeah, gotcha. I always check material tags. So yeah, pretty much anything wool can kind of do well. Cashmere. Yeah, I was gonna say virgin wool sometimes.
What's virgin wool?
Virgin wool it's the first time they shed a sheep.
Oh.
So it's considered virgin wool because it's the first time.
Interesting. That's so weird. Okay.
I actually learned that from another one of my friends, Bob Buys. So yeah, her channel's great too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. Wow, that's so Johnny was, right? Kate Spade. And then what are the other ones that you mentioned?
Tory Burch. Torrid is always a good brand because I do a lot of plus size clothing.
Yes.
Really well. Yeah. So Torrid is like vanity sizing. So they do a lot of plus size.
Vanity sizing?
Vanity sizing. So like their sizes are like 1, 2, 3. And it's not like women's dresses are normally like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, Torrid is just like 1, 2, 3, and I think they go all the way up to 5.
And but they're geared more towards like plus sizes.
Yeah. So 1 is kind of like 1X.
Oh, okay.
And I guess I don't. I don't know. I think that's
Gotcha.
how it goes.
So, okay. So that's good to know because if I'm looking at the tour and I'm like, I'm seeing like one, I'm like, well, this doesn't look like a one. It must be, like weird or something,
Yeah,
which
they must have
that's,
messed up.
yeah, that's good information for sure.
Yeah.
So, the next question that I have here, Jess, and freaking reseller kind of addressed it a little bit. Third generation reseller. Let's talk about your mom. Like you were saying, I think that, I feel like, and I know a little bit about your mom just by seeing a little bit of like TikTok videos of just her place, and she's a reseller, and I want to know, like, did you get into it because of her? Like, what's her deal?
Yeah. She's like my idol in reselling. She started before me. Like, I guess she started 20 years ago. I think she got addicted because she found a pan. I think it was Griswold. Is that what pans are called? Some
Mm-hmm.
pans. So she found a pan at an estate sale that I guess she was doing. And I guess they didn't end up doing the estate sale. I don't know how she got this pan, but she found it. She bought it for $10 and she sold it for like 1,500. Yeah.
Dang.
So that was
Yeah.
her first sale on eBay.
That's
It wasn't.
amazing.
It was an auction because at the time they didn't have buy it nows.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so it went all the way to 1,500. She did get paid, and everything went through. But I think that was like, hey, I can make money here, and that's what I'm going to start doing. So she's been doing it for 20 years. She does retail arbitrage only, and then I think she's only part-time too. So she has a job where she works with my dad full-time. Well, I guess she is part-time there too. And she works at a car place. He's a mechanic.
Okay.
So she
Nice.
just like manages the bookwork and all the people that come in to pick up their cars. But on the side, she does do eBay. She does eBay only. And she has like this huge warehouse full of all of her items. She has like maybe 800 items listed on eBay, but she has multiple quantities, so I'm sure she has more.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, you mentioned her TikTok. I did a TikTok video on her warehouse, and it's
super jealous. Super
stories.
jealous.
Yeah, 2 stories. Yeah. It's like opens a garage, and it's just this big warehouse. It's so awesome.
Yeah, that's hashtag goals for sure. Because that's amazing. I mean, people always ask me, and I'm sure they ask you too. It's like, would you ever want to do this full time? And it depends on the day, if if I want to say yes or no, because I like I don't know, I like having a job and having the benefits of having a full-time job, and then doing this. But I think I would be so stressed out if I was doing this full time and not having any other, income. So it's like, if I were to get to a position like your mom, I definitely would want to do it. That's like going to be that's it. You know what I mean? My wife, my brother-in-law, Dustin, and I, we always joke to our wives. Dustin's married to my sister. So we always joke because we've always been looking like for a van to buy, and just like slapping the Nashville flippers on the side and just like going to all these yard sales and stuff. So maybe we'll probably buy a van before we buy a warehouse for sure. We have the amazing Jesse joining us. Good to see you, Jesse. He's a TikTok friend for sure. And then I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. It's very nerdy. So that is
into that kind of stuff.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go. That's like my favorite show when I was a kid, for sure. So she also says, y'all, I'm about to head to bed. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate everyone on here. I know that it is a little late, but if go back and watch it, or listen to the podcast This Week in Reselling. Make sure you subscribe to that for sure. So we talked a little bit about time management. So that's our next question that I have, Jess. Is you're working full time,
mm-hmm.
You're a mom,
mm-hmm.
You're a wife,
mm-hmm.
You're a reseller,
yeah,
You are a content creator on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
That's
I
about it,
mean,
I think.
that's a lot. That's a lot. And then I don't know if you have any other hobbies outside of what you currently do. And it's pretty amazing. You said that you're not a superhero, but people that have all that, like juggling all those plates around all the time, it can be very difficult. So, what does your week look like? What does your day to day look like? Like, how are you managing all these time? Like, does your husband, like call you and be like, hey, do you want to like hang out with me today? Knowing you're like in this, like making sure you have like time for him and
Time.
like all that stuff, you
I
know?
book them 2 weeks in advance.
Exactly.
No, I have a routine, and I wake up like super early. Like, it depends on how many packages I have the night before. So I'll wake up like probably 30 or maybe an hour before I start work, which is at 6 a.m. So I'll wake up at like 5. I'll get my packages ready, and while I'm doing that, I do my TikTok. I do like daily what sold videos, and
Mhm.
then I just record everything as I package it up, and it's pretty fun. So I'll do that for like half an hour or an hour, and then I'll just start my work routine. I work from home still. It's been like a year and 3 months. So working from home is nice. It's kind of distracting though, being in this room and working because I'm supposed to be concentrating on the insurance stuff, and I have all this stuff around me that I could be like listing or relisting or sending offers because I've had it too long. And but it's okay. It's okay. So I work from 6 until 2:30, and then right at 2:30 I log off of my work computer, and I either list or, well, I'll go to the post office. I have to go to the post office because the postman who comes to my house does not scan my items.
Oh,
And
come
so
on, Postman.
when he doesn't scan them, they don't necessarily get scanned until like 3 days later.
Yeah.
And with eBay, they like it to be scanned by a certain time that you've already put in your listing. So I'd always miss that time and get all those little things against me. And then so yeah, I'll either go to the post office, and then Goodwill and Salvation Army are right next to the post office. So I sometimes I'm like,
That's awesome.
do I just stop in for a minute? Depending on the day, Fridays mostly, I'll go. And then I'll list from like 2:30 to like 4:30. And then I have to pick up my daughter off of the bus. And then it's basically family time after that. So I'll spend time with my kid or my husband or both at the same time. And I try to stay off my phone, but it's really, really hard, especially with TikTok.
Yeah,
Scrolling.
because that could be a time sucker for sure. But
Yeah,
that is awesome. I mean, kudos to you because it's a struggle. That is a struggle for sure. So
I
so
love it
we have
all.
a yeah. What do you like to do for fun? Like, what's something that Jess likes to do like outside of her reselling life?
I only hang out with my kid. She has a trampoline, so I like jumping on the trampoline with
Uh
her.
huh. It's like
I
you guys
do.
like to go to the zoo. Like, doesn't St. Louis have a really good zoo?
They do have a really good zoo. You have to make a reservation, and I'm not very good at making reservations. Like I'll make it, and then it'll be like the next day, and then I'll be like, I don't want to go,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. What have we done? Bowling. We went bowling. They have free kids bowling here for the whole summer, so that's nice. Free. I like
Ooh,
free. I'm
that's awesome. Yeah.
I'm very don't like to pay money.
We're
So
all we're all very frugal. My wife gets on me because we'll go to the store and then we'll see she's like, I don't know, we'll go to Target or something and we'll pick up this is a very recent. So I bought some plants at Target. I've wanted to get into plants and I bought a fiddly fig and a couple other plants. They're really hard to take care of and we're looking for a new pot. she's like, what do you think about this one? And I'm like, no, that's too expensive. I can get that for $2 at Goodwill. And she's like, sometimes you just got to pay full price for something that you want, you know. And she gets on me for that. I'm sure it's the same way
Oh
with
yeah.
you.
My husband broke his coffee pot, and I was like, I'll just find one at Goodwill. Don't worry. He's still
Oh,
using the broken coffee pot.
oh no.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, didn't find one.
yeah, that's funny.
He's like,
That's
I'll
funny.
just buy one.
Yeah. We have a good question, Jess. And if anybody wants to ask any questions, make sure to put it down in the chat because we love answering questions. So, the amazing Jess, what got her into reselling?
Me or my mom? Which one?
I think you.
Okay.
I think you.
I would say, well, my mom, of course, and the fact that she flipped things, like she went to like Ross or whatever and found a bag and then flipped it for like $50 profit. And I was like, money?
Money.
You can make
go.
money this way?
Yeah. That's great. He also had in one more question, which is good. And we'll, if you want to answer first, then I can go ahead and answer. I think Amazing Jess is trying to get into reselling.
Oh.
So he says, would you recommend an eBay store to start?
I would say no, just in case you don't end up liking it. And if you get a store, you're like hunkered down for a year of paying. I don't know. I think it's like $5. So it's not like
it's
bad.
not a lot.
It's not a lot, but I don't think the benefits are necessarily there for somebody who's just starting. So yeah, I think you get what, 250 listings for free.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would just, I wouldn't start a store until you know for sure this is something you want to do as like a side hustle or a full-time gig.
Yeah, I agree. And he has one more question. Jesse's full of them today. So this is a good one. Where do you search for deals? I mean, that's very broad, but where do you search for deals, Jess?
Lately I've been doing the Shop Goodwill, and I go on there and I just look for mystery boxes. So yeah, this will be a fun tip. I haven't said any of this yet, but so I look for mystery boxes on Shop Goodwill. They show you a picture of what's in the mystery box. Like if I were to look up, if I found like the shoe mystery box, they'll show you a picture of all the sneakers that are on there, but it'll only show you the backs of the sneakers. So then I take my phone and I'll do the Google Lens search.
Yeah.
And I'll just take a picture of it, and then it'll tell me what shoe it is. And I'll be like, oh, it's selling on eBay for $35. The box costs $25. So I'm going to get this box.
Nice. That's a good way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Nice.
So yeah, shopgoodwill.com. Mystery boxes.
Okay. Good call. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Did you have an
answer? Deals?
Deals. I knew it.
I mean,
isn't it that one store that you go to?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
is that the name of the store?
What's that?
Is that the name of the store?
What deals?
The bin store you go to, the $5.
It's called now I go to two, Jess, because they just opened one up recently.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. So bin stores are good to go to. If you're brave enough to go to a Goodwill bin store, I highly recommend that. I know Married Life just jumped off. She kills it at those Goodwill bin stores. So, but I go to the liquidation bin stores, and those are really awesome because they usually items are $5 or $7. The new one that I go to is actually $7. Everything's $7 instead of $5. But it's way worth it because they have such better products. And Jess, this weekend we probably had the biggest ROI weekend that we've ever had in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Dustin found a Sony camera lens, and when he looked it up, the last sold comp was $1,500.
Oh my gosh!
And that was just on one item that he found, not.
Oh.
And I found a Chromebook, brand new, still in the box.
That's awesome. That sounds like a good place to go.
Yes. So
do you find multiple quantities?
If most of the time there's multiple quantities of stuff because it's liquidated to goods. So for example, like yesterday, because yesterday was Saturday, there's this really nice Bolo Disney villain board games.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
aware of these? So
No, but I knew Disney villain stuff sells well.
yeah, so they make this game, this Disney villain board game, and then so anytime any board games in general are really good things to look for, and especially anything Disney in general and then board games. So they had like I found 5 of them, and each one sells for a good $35 a piece, which is like that's like the comfort zone that I like to be in, especially with paying $5 to $7 for things, especially because that's a little heavy. It's sometimes it's over a pound, sometimes it's not. So that's kind of like the price, the profit margin I like to be in some of that stuff. But I got multiple quantities of that. I wish I had multiple quantities of that Chromebook. Yeah. So I did find, check this out. I don't know if you saw it. I don't think I've showed this to people. I found, so in this box, sorry about that, guys. In this box, I paid $7 for this box a week ago. There's 3 of these in here. Check this out. I don't know if it's a Facebook portal. It's like kind of like a FaceTime thing.
Oh.
So these are selling for like $100 a piece.
Nice.
And there's 3 of them in this box. I paid $7 for the box.
Awesome. And like you're not allowed to open the boxes there, right?
You can off to the side. Yeah.
Oh.
So they let you open them off to the side because that's
the camera's looking at you.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't care if you open the boxes or not. They just want you to do it away from the bins, so like all the garbage and stuff doesn't go in there.
Gotcha.
Because they want you to be able to, if something's like electronic, they want you to be able to plug it in and test it.
Okay. So do you go on the first day that it opens?
Yes, that's the trick, because the first day is usually the best day because that's when they restock everything.
Okay, so you don't mind paying $7 for anything?
No, because because Saturdays usually that's when they restock stuff.
Yeah.
And then on Fridays, that's usually everything's usually like a quarter or like fill a bag for like $1. But it's literally stuff that's completely useless, like 2019 calendars, stuff that has like doesn't like you can't get rid of it. It's like
lip gloss.
Yeah, things that you can never get rid of. So but all right, so it's getting down to the nitty-gritty here, Jess, because we're almost at an hour, so we don't want to keep you too long. So we'll ask 2 more questions and then we'll let you go. But making reselling content, I know that you've been making TikToks recently, which are amazing, and you're also a YouTube star, in my opinion. So tell me about your journey on doing reselling content. Like, what made you want to like even do it?
Mostly because I wanted to share like my knowledge, and I don't know, I help people like at my work where I work. When we used to be at work, a lot of people knew what I did, and some people were like, hey, can you help me get started? And I would help them get started. I had one of the girls who's still doing it. She's obviously stuck with it. But she's like, man, you should make content. Like all this stuff you're giving me, you should be like sharing with the world. So I was like, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely like look into YouTube, because YouTube is where I found all my information. Mm-hmm. Like I watched Nicole State. I watched Amber Resells. I don't know if you guys watch those at all. They're more clothing resellers and they're more Poshmark. But that's where I gained a lot of my knowledge with the women's brands and everything. And then I was like, I can do this. I bet I could do this. So I started doing it, and I ended up getting monetized, which is nice. Nice little bonus there for all the work that you put into YouTube. And it's funny because at the same time I got monetized on YouTube, I got monetized on TikTok, which
fantastic.
So weird. It was like within a week of each other. Obviously I'm doing a lot better on TikTok than YouTube, but I think YouTube, you can give a lot more information, obviously in one video, Whereas TikTok, you'd have to take like 5 videos to give all the information you'd want to give. But yeah, so that's a little bit about how I got started and all of my content.
For sure. That's awesome. I know that that's the reason why Dustin and I wanted to start something, because I think our little mission statement, I'm sure it's the same with you, is that we wanted to make reselling related content that could help people in a fun and entertaining way. That's kind of what we wanted to do. And so Jesse's got a good question here having to do with, he says, would you, any content creators that you would recommend?
Yeah, Married Life, who is just here, she does a lot. She does like maybe 3 videos a day, or 3 videos a day, 3 videos a week. And she does like hauls, so you'll get to see a lot of women's brands that are good to sell. She does what sold videos. And then she does some other videos like try-ons and stuff, which are like fun. And then I watch Bob Buys. She does a lot of vintage. So if you're interested in learning vintage, and she does a lot of glass and like hard goods. I watch Super Geeked. Her name's Victoria. She does a lot. She buys a lot from ThreadUp and then sells it. And she has a lot of knowledge on like brands to buy, women's brands. Quimby, I don't know if she's still here. The Grateful Queen, she has great content as well. She does a lot of ThreadUp unboxings and like Jomar unboxings, jomar.com. I've never bought a Jomar box. It's just another mystery box like ThreadUp is. And then she gets a lot of really great stuff. And then I mean, those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head right now.
Nice.
The Nashville Flippers. They
Hey,
have great content.
We're still not monetized yet. We just
Really?
need the watch time. So y'all get to watch my videos, y'all.
Yes. Watch.
Yeah. But that's our fault for sure. We took a little bit of a long break, but now we're back.
Oh, yeah.
But so the last question that I have for you, Jess, is tips for new resellers. I know that we kind of touched a little bit throughout the day today, but for someone that's just getting into reselling, that is looking to get into reselling, then what do you recommend for someone that wants to do it? Of course, it sounds like you have a lot of experience by the people that you've already helped.
Yeah. I would say, I think last week Thrifter Sifter spoke a little bit about this as well. I would say start with your own stuff. Like either go through your own closet and see like pick out things you don't wear anymore, things that maybe don't fit you, and then just try it on like eBay or Poshmark. I go through your cabinets under your sink, because I found a lot of really good stuff there, like perfumes that I've had for like years. They're like now rare.
Ooh,
because they've been sitting there for years.
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever expire. Like I don't know if perfume, I know like lotions do, but I've sold some of my perfumes for like hundreds of dollars that I had just sitting there.
Okay.
Like, and then I got some from my grandma as well. I found some under her sink and she's like, I don't use those. And I was like, okay. And I sold some of those for like over $100. And they're like halfway used.
Yeah.
So people are searching for that. So yeah, I definitely recommend like trying that at first. I wouldn't like go out to places and start shopping, because you don't want to be stuck with stuff. I mean, you could sell it at a garage sale, I guess, but
Yeah.
if you don't end up liking it, because there's a lot of work that you have to put into it, the listing, the shipping, everything like that, the research you have to do before you even list it. It's a lot more work than people think.
Agree.
So yeah.
Agree.
And my second thing is, sorry.
No, you're fine.
You have to have patience. That is a big thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people on Poshmark mainly, I feel like they don't have the patience. Like, I could offer them like $2 for their like $30 item, and they'd be like, sure, take it. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, you have to have a lot of patience, because you do get those low ball offers. And sometimes sometimes I'm feeling like, oh, just get it out of my house. But then I'm like,
Yeah.
just be patient, just be patient. And the next day it sells for full price.
Oh, nice.
So I've had that happen a couple times.
That's nice. I know that you spoke on Poshmark a little bit, and that's a selling platform that I don't really know a lot about. Could you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah. So I love Poshmark. Like recently, I've had a lot more sales on Poshmark than I have on eBay. And I have to say, the number one thing I like about Poshmark is their customer service. And the
Oh, okay.
fact that it is very hard for somebody to, as a seller, it's very hard for somebody to return something. Like if they open a case against you, it has to be like because you misstated something. It can't be because I didn't like it. They won't accept that. They say, nope, case closed. You get your money and they have to keep the item. Like there is hardly ever any returns on Poshmark. And that's why I love Poshmark.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, but they do take 20%, which is kind of like,
Ooh.
yeah, that can be kind of, I think it's like the highest of any platform. But I just list everything really high because I know I'm going to get offers because they automatically will send you offers. Like on eBay, you can put, I do not accept offers, which is what I do a lot of the time. And then, yeah, you'll get the offers on Poshmark. So.
Okay, nice. You know, Jesse says here, is YouTube speaking of patience, is YouTube monetization a good to pay a bill, or does that touch on that since you're monetized, Jess? I think I already know the answer to that, but
like my videos get like maybe 10,000 views sometimes. I don't know if it depends on views or likes. Do you know?
I think it depends on views. Like CPM means like I don't know how. I think it's views. I think it's all. Yeah. I think the likes help push out the video, but I think it's views. I think I'm like 80% sure.
So I will be honest. I make maybe $1 or $2 a day.
Yeah.
With my videos. I don't know if you want to share what you make. I mean, 100,000 followers.
Oh no, it's not. It's on a good day. Like on TikTok, I've had a couple videos hit over 1 million.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I think the highest I've ever gotten is maybe $45 a day.
Yeah.
You know, but I've made more money doing things outside of, you know, just like little brand deals here and there.
Yes.
You know, which is good. Just like for instance, like the Wii bargain boxes that they send us, like one box there was like a brand new watch in there. You know what I mean? And it's like it sold over $100. You know, just like things like that. You know, so
was it the Invicta watch? Is that it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like, you know, you can do stuff like that. But
yeah, do you get a lot of viewer sales?
No, I don't get any viewer sales, and there's the reason why. And I'm a little parent. What's that?
I know why. Well, you don't do calls or anything, do you?
No, that's true. And that another thing is like, and I've heard this. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's like my, you know, because I don't share my eBay store to the public unless they want it.
Yes.
And the reason why I don't do that is because I think it helps. I think it hurts the eBay algorithm if a lot of people are looking at my stuff and never purchasing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I could see that.
So it's like eBay knows that a lot of people are going on your store and looking at stuff, but they're not ever buying anything. So they think there's something wrong with the store.
Oh.
So that's why I never share my store unless somebody asks me to share it. Or if they private message me and they're like, "Hey, what's the name of your store? Can I get a link of what you found?" You know, I'll gladly do that. But just publicly, because the name of my store is not the Nashville Flippers on eBay or anything like that. Because there's two of us, so we have two separate stores. So I never like to share that and that's me being a little bit paranoid and not, you know, like not really knowing. But I know there is an eBay algorithm. You know, like of course. The more that you list, once I start listing stuff, it's just like things that have been sitting are just randomly selling, you know, like, so I know there's something going on there. So I don't know if you want to touch on that, or maybe I'm being
Oh no,
completely
I was
terrible?
gonna say my one video I got like 1.7 million views on. It was three things that I ended up buying at Goodwill. One of the things was a jar of lotion that had never been opened. And once that video hit 1 million views, I got a Vero on my eBay account because I think somebody,
Really?
yep, somebody must have reported it, or a couple people must have, or something. I don't know how you get Veros,
For the
but
lotion?
yeah, yeah. And so they took it down, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't like relist it or anything. And they said, this is illegal or something. I don't remember what it was. It was back in October. But then my account was suspended for 3 days. And I was like, well,
What? That's weird.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
suspicious.
So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't share my store anymore. But then everybody was asking, oh, where can I get this? Where can you share your store? So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll put it in my link tree.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
It's not. It wasn't the video
Very
of
well.
things that I did not buy at Goodwill. Your famous
No.
video.
Oh, that's not my famous one. Mine was
Is that
the one. What one?
what's the one that you got all the hate on? The things that
get
I
hate
did
on
not
it.
buy. No, not on
Oh
that
yeah.
one.
No, I got hate on that one too.
Okay.
Yeah. This one was the one where I just went to find hard goods. I said, I don't know anything about hard goods. And then I found like a Disney castle, and they were like, oh, leave that for the little girl who wants a Disney castle.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Don't know.
That's funny. Well, Jess, that concludes our interview with Gorjes Boutique. Thank you so much for coming on, Jess. I really do appreciate it. This was fun. We
Yes,
definitely need to do it again.
for
Give
sure.
a little bit of an update. So, guys, make sure you follow Jess on all of her social media platforms. They're down there, linked in the description below. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I guess look at her store on eBay and Poshmark, maybe, perhaps.
Just don't give me a Vero.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. It was fun. Like always, we really appreciate everyone coming on. And yeah, pretty much it. Anything else that you would like to say to the people, Jess?
Oh no. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you all being here. Big thanks to, I guess it's this way, the Nashville Flippers for having me. I appreciate it so much. And congratulations on your 100,000 followers on
I
TikTok.
just saw that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody
all
on
your
there.
Walmart videos are going.
I know those are doing really well for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think people think that they're real, so whatever,
It's proof right there.
Exactly. I'm looking at the games right here, so I need to get them listed. So again, guys, thank you so much, and like always, my name is Ray, and what's your name, Jess?
It's Jesse.
It's Jesse,
Yeah.
and Jesse. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all. Take care and God bless.
Bye.